Hello everybody, how are you today? Okay, what we're going to do today is learn how to make some ornaments. You can make them for any time of year. You can make them for fall, you can make them for Halloween, you can make them for Christmas, you can make them for Valentine's Day, you can make them for any time of year. Easter, that would be so much fun. Okay, but today I'm going to show you how to make them for Christmas. I'm going to make Christmas ornaments. You can make them as short as you want to or as long as you want to. You can make them as skinny as you want to or as fat as you want to. You can make them any size, and you can make them with any kind of ribbon that you want to. So I'm going to turn the camera and I'm going to show you how to make these pretty ornaments. You're really going to love these, so just pay attention and let's get to crafting. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of Evafoam around a piece of pool noodle. But before I go there, I want to tell you some other things you can use instead of this. You can use something like this that wipes go in. You can use something like this. You just need a round cylinder. You could use something like this that Kleenexes come in. You could even use something like this that tacky glue comes in and just cut off the top, or this part. You could use an oatmeal container. You could use anything like that. But my customer, for what she needed it for, this is what I decided to do. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on the inside of this. But first I've got to hot glue this together. And Evafoam is foam and it kind of melts together once you put a little hot glue there. It's so good at sticking together. But be careful not to burn yourself, because this gets really hot. Okay, so this is done. You could just put in a little more glue just to make sure it doesn't come undone. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's pretty or not because it will be covered up. Just make sure it's held together and it doesn't come apart. Okay, now, whenever you hold this, like if you hold it in your hand, like somebody's looking at it, it's going to collapse. So you want to put something on the inside just so it's held together. I would put, for this size, I would put a pool noodle. Now, if it's bigger than this, I made bigger, fatter ones. I put a pool noodle in a half. I just cut it in half and then slid another part of the pool noodle in there and it fit perfectly. Okay, so now on each end here, there is a gap. So what I did was this. I just cut another piece and I put it here on the end, on the inside, so it would hold its place. And then I just glued that there, and so it stayed in place. So it don't pop out. Okay, both ends. Okay, what you want to do, you want to get a piece of white felt. I've already cut it to size. And don't burn yourself on the ends there, okay? I've already cut it to size, so it's ready to go. So you want to put this piece right here up because you want that in the back. So we're going to put this here and make sure the same amount is on both ends. It looks to be about the same. So we're going to put glue here in the middle again. Then we're going to glue this on, because this just by itself isn't pretty. I'll use this side because this side is longer to make sure it goes around all the way. Pull it taut, and then I'm going to pull it that way. Now the ones I did, I folded them under so the seam would be right there, and so it would look pretty. So it would look finished. This glue is all over my hands. Okay. And now I'm going to glue this right in the same place where that other roll of glue is, so you can't see it. Put this right on top of it. You see, you can see that row of glue there, so I'm going to put this right on top of it. Put a good row of glue this time, so this holds firm. And with this being felt, this will come through and hold both pieces there. It won't pop up. Okay. Just press it firmly. Make sure it's attached where it will not come undone, because this is how it will get to the customer, or if you're using it yourself. Now when you push it now, it's firm because there's that pool noodle inside. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 2 pieces of whatever color of string or ribbon you want on the ends and make it look like a finished piece of candy. So when I work on the ribbons on the front, I can tell where the ends are. So I'm just going to tie this tight in a knot so it doesn't come undone, and then tie a bow. Did I tie that in a knot? Yeah, tie it twice, you know, like tie it once and then tie it in a knot. And then a bow. Make sure it's on the pretty side so it's pretty. And then take this out and take it and fluff it out. Now make sure this is at the back and this is at the front. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing here. I'll put the seam at the back and squish this up. Some of this is self-explanatory, I know, but I'm just telling you step by step as I go. Do it as tight as you can, and then tie it in a knot. And then tie it in a bow. I could have cut that a little longer, but I didn't. I thought it was long enough. It is long enough. It's just, I have no fingernails. It's time to put my nails back on. Okay, there we go. And that looks good. Okay, and then we'll fluff up the ends here so it looks like a piece of ruffled up candy. Now see, that looks good all on its own. Okay, so now we're going to choose some ribbons here, and I'm going to just start from there, from the back. I'm going to start from the back. I'm going to start rolling this around. I'm going to put a piece of glue there. I like to put this on the ribbon because sometimes you just don't know where the ribbon's going to go and you might get it in the wrong place. Okay. I'm going to use red and white on this. Red and green, I'm sorry. Red, white, and green, I guess. Now you need to do every piece of the ribbon really because you don't want it to pop up. I'm in the middle of putting back my craft room from after we had our downstairs basement to have a flood, so I don't know where all my ribbon is, so I'm using Dollar Tree ribbon. But you can use any kind of ribbon you have. Actually, this makes a pretty piece of candy. And you go all the way back here to the seam again. I'm going to cut it here. I should have went all the way there. I don't know. I just thought I should stop at the seam, so I'll stop there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put a piece of this red ribbon here, but I'm going to skip a little spot. so there's white in between, because I like that green ribbon. I'm going to cut this at a slant. And keep it the same amount, the same distance apart all the way around. Press it firmly down so it spreads the glue out. I'm just sparingly putting it on the back of the ribbon. And that stopped there, so I'm going to stop here where the other ribbon is. Okay, now I'm going to put a red piece on the other side. And I'm going to skip a space on the other side as well. Okay, maybe a little closer. You don't really need a lot of glue on these ribbons. You just need enough to hold it down. And felt and ribbon, it doesn't take a lot to hold it down. See how pretty it looks already? Okay. Now, I was going to put another piece of green on both sides. Let me see how that will look. Yeah, I think that looks pretty. I had some more ribbon, but I like this just with these two. That was poking up a little bit. Okay, we're almost done with this one. And then we'll do the last part. Okay, that all has ribbon on it. Okay, let me do the last little piece here. I like to pick up those glue strings as I go if I see them. Those glue strings like to hang around and be a nuisance. Do you like that? I think it's pretty. These don't take very long. You can sell them. You can put them in your tree. You can put them on Marketplace. Let me see how far I can take this one out here and it still look good. I've always stopped at that seam line. I don't know why I kept going on these. But I think that looks good. But I'm not done yet. I've got one more piece of fun. One more fun thing to do to it. And it adds a lot to the piece. Okay, I'm done with that. And I'm done with this. Now we're going to bring in these beads. Okay, these beads are red, pretty red, and pretty green. Now, that's not the exact same green, is it? Let me see if I've got another green. I am going to start back here at the seam and start adding beads. It just adds so much when I put these on. I'm going to add these about every 2 inches, I would say. Okay, now let me see if I can get some of these out. And I'll go with a smaller green one here. Oh yeah, these look pretty. These are shiny. And put this in the middle. Okay, I like it. I like it. And one here. You see, isn't that so pretty? I think it adds a nice touch. Okay, let me go over here. Add red here. Green. Red. What do you think about these? Do you like these? I think these are really pretty. These would look good on your tree. That would sparkle. And you just go all the way around till you get to the end. Try to keep your glue strings away. Well, that probably should have been on up a little more, but it's there now. I hope you love these. I'll be making a lot more Christmas items. I'm probably not done with fall, but I'll really be focusing on ornaments. So if you're interested, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that little bell, that little notification bell, so you will be tuned in when I upload a new video, excuse me. My videos are going to start popping out. I've had a lot of problems with my downstairs because of the flood we had, but now everything's back in the house, and I've just got to get it put in order. But as for now, my side of the craft room where I work is in order, so I can work. I just got to find everything now. But I'm good to go. I've got basically my main things where I can find some of them. I've already got some things ready to go. So we're going to be focusing on ornaments. So if you're interested in ornaments for your tree or around your house, like you can lay this on the shelf, then make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that little bell. You can share this over on your Facebook page if you'd like. Oh, I just love this. I think it adds so much, these little jewels or these little beads, whatever you want to call them. And there's, in this little jar, there's tiny ones. And I was thinking about like sprinkling some, but they're flat backs. So the back side, I'm thinking that they would be the wrong side. You know, like if I did that, they would pop up to the wrong side. So I think I just better lay them on there one by one. Whoops, that one went on wrong. It may take a little longer this way, but at least they'll all be face up. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you have any ornaments that you would like to see made, that you can think of, made with something, whatever, let me know, and I'll try to get right on that. I'll try to find out what you're talking about, and I'll get those made. These are fun to make. They're fast, and they're pretty. They make such a big statement. They're just so pretty. I love them with this, just the ribbon, but they are so much prettier with the jewels. The first one I made, I didn't make it with the jewels, but I will go back and add the jewels to them because it just adds so much more. I'm going to go on over here a little more to finish it out. Then I'll add a red one there at the end. Let me see if I can get another green one here. And then I'll show you all the ones I've done. And then a red here. Oh, I should have put that a little closer, but anyways. There we go. Get all that glue off. And then I put the red here. I keep seeing one over there. I think it's one off to the side, but it's not. It's just popped out there. You can just stick this in your tree just like that, and it's going to look so pretty. I love these. Aren't these adorable? Now let me show you the other two I've already done. This is one I did the other night on Facebook. A little different. A different color of, well, I did these two in a little different ribbon. Did these, and then this is the first one I did here. And I haven't added any jewels to it, but I will because I think it adds so much to it. So, I really love these. I think they're so pretty. And like I said, you can do these any size. This is smaller than this one. This one's fatter. This one's longer. Aren't they gorgeous? Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. You all have a fantastic evening, fantastic week, and be nice and kind to everyone, even if everyone else isn't. You be kind anyways, okay? Thank you all. God bless. Bye-bye.